my sister shit back.
I'm listening. I'm listening. You know, I'm in a space of like deep listening right now. It's a lot of messages that are very present right now. If we really just listen and quiet the noise, a lot of noise, but there's so much available to us when we become silent and still and listen, especially around these moon cycles. This is powerful energy. I'm just in it right now. So you got me in a, you know, sometimes I'm real turned up, but you got me in a real mellow. You got me in a real mellow.
See, that's the difference though. When divine masculine around, you don't feel so tense because you can be you.
I do feel really
unapologetically so.
Yeah, I do, and I feel that, and I honor this space. You know, I really enjoy being in the presence of divine masculine. I really do, and I believe that we've been conditioned, especially in America, to fight so much, to fight a woman, Black woman in particular, to fight so much, and understandably so. You know, we've had to protect ourselves, we've had to provide, we've had to play more than one role, and so because of that, we often keep our guards up. We're in protection mode. We don't allow ourselves to soften. So it's beautiful when you could be in this space of the divine masculine and just soften up. You know, you don't have to, you know, so that's why I'm blushing so much. I'm blushing so much, and you're blushing so much too. You're blushing with me, right? There's a certain energy that's happening right here. I know that everyone on this chat feels this vibration, and it's really beautiful to be in this high frequency right now. You know, divine masculine, divine feminine, and everyone's probably like, "What's going on with these two?" Right? But this is it's just a pure example of what it looks like to be in that presence. And also, sometimes we've been taught also that our sweetness is weakness.
Shit. They don't know my sisters like I know them.
Your sweetness is not, ladies, your sweetness is not weakness. It's okay to be sweet. It's okay to be kind. It's okay to smile, especially in the presence of a divine masculine. It's okay to enjoy that, you know. It's okay to give compliments. It's okay to be in a place of appreciation. It's okay to honor them. You know, I'll say some things that might piss some people off, you know, like I have a lot to say. I'm just very, very calm right now, and I like this space. You got to catch me on a different moon cycle, maybe the full moon. But this moon got me in it's a very calm energy.
It's about to bring in a new frequency comes in with the new moon.
Yeah.
And remember, this new moon is 8 days after the opening of the 8-8 portal. That's not an accident. All that's galactically timed. But who is the timekeeper but Karma herself? Kali Ma. Right? So she keeping time, and she gonna make the time land where the sisters win in the end every time. Because they the oldest contract on the planet. The earth decided to produce the women as caretakers. They didn't need no protectors in the beginning. So it wasn't no need for no men. Right? Then when they encounter forces that's different, now they need to create a protector. So they made men in their image, after their likeness. And through her uterus, she breathed in us the living soul and told us to go out and subdue the earth. And they keep trying to act like she a man. I'm going to say let them think what they want to think, but they can't stop what's coming.
Let me ask you something. Can you tell us What are some of the books that you read?
I read hundreds
Give
of
me one.
hundreds of books.
Just give me one. I know you probably read so many, but like, give me
Um,
one book that you think that everyone should really get into right now.
Everybody look like us should have this book called A State of Emergency by Kwanzaa Kunjufu. Everyone else should have that book next to our Bible.
What is it? Say it one more time.
It's called State of Emergency.
State of Emergency, okay.
By Kwanzaa Kunjufu. The first chapter is going through a list of statistics. And the statistics is saying that if the enemy's children were suffering these afflictions, they would declare a state of emergency. So from the perspective of a state of emergency, those were the grievances that I decided to take it up on myself to answer for my people.
Mm-hmm.
So from the state of emergency comes Judge Dredd, the one with the blood and the right on the land, Crown Prince of heaven and earth. I came to get my sister shit. Because my mama said, don't let nobody take nothing from your brothers and your sisters. So here I am, back at it again. I'm the little brother they always call when they don't want to call nobody else because they want it done right. This is cyclic. We've been here before. We just got to remember who we is, and we can get on about our business.
Remember who we is.
Mm-hmm.
We got to remember who we is, y'all.
Not who we was, who he is.
Who he is. He said, we got to remember who he is.
People down in Orleans know what I'm talking about.
New Orleans. I said New Orleans. New Orleans. I just came back from there last month. And they were telling me how to pronounce it properly. They said, because I'm from New York, right? I live in Miami for now. I'll be going back to New York. And New Yorkers, you know, we have a certain kind of accent, right? So we say things like New Orleans. And so I was like, yeah, I'm going to New Orleans. We pronounce it that. We're very much that, right? And oh, my mom is on. Hi, Mom. My mom is watching it. She's like, I'm watching you, my daughter. Okay, so they said to me that I have to pronounce it a certain way. They said, you say New Orleans. You don't say New Orleans. New Orleans. So I think I got it right. Did I get it right? New Orleans.
You gotta let it roll off your tongue with that Cajun drawl.
Wait. New Orleans. Wait, New Orleans. Did I get it? New Orleans. I'm going to New Orleans.
It's the Big Easy.
That was a very potent energy in that space. When I told you about it. So the Underworld. That's the Underworld. That place is if you want to go and take a journey to the deep side of things, a little bit to the dark, to get some information. Like, I don't have a problem with the dark. I want to make this very clear. Like, some people get really afraid of the dark. I like the dark. I think the dark is great. You just can't stay there too long. But it's important to take journeys into the dark because there's some information that the dark can give you that the light will never give you. So you have to go deep into the depths of the soul every so often to get the messages. And you don't really go there willingly. You know, when it's time to go. The dark calls you when it's time to go. And you're going to go, you're going to either surrender or you're just going to be good at it.
Don't have a fight.
But you're going to get there. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Either way, you're going. It's kind of like
I went kicking and screaming several times.
Oh, man. That's what my last 6 months was like when I took time offline. I didn't want to, I shaved my hair. You know, I have hair on today because, I'm feeling this little vibe right now. But, I shaved it. Not because of a look, right now I'm ready to grow it back, so I'm covering it, but I shaved it for spiritual reasons. And it wasn't like I said, oh, I want shave head. No, it was Spirit called me and said, it's time. And it's time for you to let go of the memory of the past because it's time to upgrade. And I was kicking and screaming at first. And it was the scariest thing, you know, to peel back all those layers and to take a journey through the dark. And I thought the journey was going to be 30 days, and it ended up being 6 months. And, you know, I tried to fight it, and it just, everything stops. And I went through a journey to the dark. I had to gather some new information. I had to let some things go. I had to die. I had to.
For the new birth, she'll cut it all off. It's actually it's still kept alive in a lot of priesthoods around the world. Like Charlene still shaved their head. That's they get it from the women, you know, from watching the women blossom. And they go through stuff. We
I feel like I'm blossoming then, because I feel like so much has happened. I don't even know where to begin. I feel like I prefer listening than talking, but you know, I guess I'm the one who asked to be on. So, no, I just went through something pretty traumatic, and I did clip my ether because you know, it was really tied to my twin, to my flame, and although he's transcended, I feel myself becoming more of a coil than I was before. I don't really know how to explain it. I guess it's just like feeling still what he feels, but it's amped up times 20, thinking about all that I could have been and all that I will become now, that I feel like I'm more myself. It is, I don't know if I'm making sense, and it kind of feels a little wrong to say that, but that's just a matter of fact. I'm not too sure how many folks that are watching right now have lost a partner, fiance, you know, just for people just close to you in general. But I feel like I've really been taking on, like, I don't know, you hear me quivering a little bit too, just taking on a lot of attributes of this being who was really my reflection in every single way. Is that like, is it normal for, I guess, your mitochondria to spike after certain traumas, and for you to
what happens
become more?
Right now you're going through the stages of grief, right? So first of all, you the only one can say when you're done grieving. So you got to make sure you got that in the forefront of your mind, and it take how long it take. Right. So some people be like, "Oh, you should have been over that 2 months ago." No. It take how long it take, because different people's connections are stronger. And the stronger the connection is, the harder the grief and the longer it lasts. But as you go and begin to grow, you got to give yourself permission. It's okay to live again. Right? But you got to do it on your terms. Ain't nobody tell you when but you, because it's a part of who you are. Right? So as you continue to grow, remember the ground. Remember to take spiritual baths, and remember to do things that make your heart happy.
I will. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful. I recently spoke to Mama Nova. You know, I actually met her through you, and it was just so beautiful talking to her again. You know, a matriarch and a chief as well, and like, I think what's really hurting me right now is how deep the treachery goes within bloodlines, and it feels like Cain and Abel playing all out in front of me right now. I feel like even talking about it, I'm still shocked.
Some of us the black sheep. The reason we the black sheep is because when we become elders, we're gonna have the biggest load to carry. So everybody else have to dump their shit on the black sheep. And that's how you get strong enough to carry the load later. If don't nobody tell you, you will let the load break you. But if you know you strong enough to carry the load, well, shit, you gonna be, okay, well, I'm gonna carry this motherfucker till I don't want to carry it no more. And then I'm gonna change loads. Right? So by the time you get to be an elder, you know how to let the bullshit roll off your back like water off a duck.
Right. And beautifully said, so eloquently said. It's funny, like, I'm sorry, I am gonna get a bit personal because it's funny that he and I put in like requests to speak to you, but now that my twin has become so much more, it's like now I get to answer. I feel like I just would have been listening to y'all talk, but now I'm the one that's talking. Yeah, like he was a Pisces and I'm an Aries. That was like beginning and end, and so much fire, and he's water, and it's been so gray over here, and it's been raining. I feel like ever since I cut my locks, my mycelium, my fro has really been tapping into the weather, tapping into the environment around me, and I completely gained a whole other understanding of why the maintenance of your vessel plays such a big part in everything around you. And I guess I didn't know how special we really are, or how special, you know, as an individual you are, until you grow through certain experiences. That's really where I feel like I'm at. And the fact that I'm talking to you is kind of like surreal in a sense, where I imagined it being he and I, and that was me. It's so amazing, and I'm so grateful. Oh yeah, Ron, thank you so much, because I really don't have anything else to say. I feel like I should give the stage to somebody. I was just listening so intently to, you know, the healing and everything, and I'm ready to be.
You just remember this: before the pain, you're gonna be 100 times stronger after you recover.
Ashe.
So imagine what that looks like, so you'll know what you're growing towards. Goes back to what I was telling the sister earlier about paving the road with bricks of gold. Pick the quality of your bricks to pave your future.
That's lovely. Thank you so much, Chief, and also everybody in the comments. I'm sorry, I haven't been reading. I'm not too good at like multitasking sometimes. Thank you so much. Let somebody else take the stage. I've never been in a live before.
It's okay, sweetie. You, as long as you got your message, and you're gonna be able to use the information, it's good.
Absolutely. Actually, the last thing I want to say is, I guess this is another thing that's pretty personal, but I'm sure other folks can relate for sure. Is like tapping into your controlled chaos. I don't really know how to make a question out of it, out of my experience. I guess kind of just through all the trauma and just going through the motions, I feel like I've woken up to a whole other part of my being. I have this hat, and it's supposed to be an Oni, and I feel like that's who I'm waking up to. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like my question was somewhere in there. Like,
what is the tattoo, sweetie?
It's supposed to be an Oni, and then it's a mask. So there is somebody peeking through that, but I feel like,
so when we do those tattoos like that, we do them with an intention behind them. And the intention behind them is the sympathetic link to activate the energy that they embody. Right? So in times of need, you draw on that resource to give you extra strength. Some people pick wisdom signals that give them extra insight. Right? Some people pick strength symbols that give them extra strength because they know they're going to need it. Right? So we don't get tattoos haphazardly, even though sometimes it might seem that way. It's cultural.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Ryan. Chief,
You're welcome, sweetie.
Just respect on your entire being. Have yourself an amazing night. And yeah, everybody that's tuned in too, man. This is lovely. Oh, 11:11. Hey.
And remember this: trees are the most stable energy source.
Yeah.
So if you can ground your feet and touch a tree, It can help you stabilize your internal energy when you go into an internal uproar.
Okay.
Right?
Thus it shall be. I will. I will. Thank you.
The more tools you have to use, the more resourceful you can be in your recovery.
I'm feeling too emotional. You gotta let me go.
All right. If you have any questions, just inbox me, okay?
Definitely. Thank you. Have a great night, everybody.
See you later, sweetie.
See you.
Peace, God. You know you on there? I don't think you even know you on there. Okay. Got somebody else. I'm getting a little wore down now. I ain't did this in a minute.